And we're continue playing Kingdom Come Deliverance Part 2, and in this part I want to participate in Fighting Club. The first rule of the Fighting Club: nobody should know about the Fighting Club. So, we have some tasks to do here to participate in the tournament, and after that I'm going to start the main part, the main storyline. It's time, it's definitely time, because I mean, there are so many things to do in this game, quite honestly, and yeah, we shouldn't forget about the main story. I want to know, what are we going to expect here?
You found him. What can I do for you?
Well, hurry up. There's some fights to be fought. The whole tavern is waiting for you.
The thing is that his wife forbidden him to
Dorothy has
participate.
forbidden me from going.
Yeah,
And can't you just put your foot down?
we're
You're
going
the
to
local
convince him.
champion, but you let yourself be commanded by a woman. Everyone will laugh at you.
Someone's laughing at me for listening to my Dorothy? Call those fights. If they dare, I'll let my hands do the explaining.
I didn't expect that, but okay. Ah, hello.
Come and fight.
Wunderbar. Ausgezeichnet. Möchtest du wetten? It's more fun when you have something to lose or win.
Okay, let's do
Here
it.
you go.
Let's try.
That is what I like to see.
Yo, 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 choo, choo.
Eine Nase.
That's it?
Greetings, handsome.
Ah, he's alive, okay.
You gave me a beating. If you broke meine grazilen Finger, I won't be able to play anything for a while.
Thanks for the fight.
Ah, yeah. You too. Here
Wait
are
a
your
second, do I
winnings.
have a crossbow behind my back? What the fuck is this? Okay,
Greetings, handsome. Come over here.
first one done. Easy one. Here you go.
Try fighting.
Let's fight.
Let's go fight.
It'll be my pleasure. But before we start, I'll collect the bets. Do you have any money?
I do.
Sure I
Here
do.
you go.
And now pray. You're going down, I tell you.
Easy one. Easy one. Come on, get up. I need the next one. Real quick. It's out. The only thing is, I don't know from which direction they are going to attack actually.
You don't look like. Here you go. And you owe me a tooth, you cunt.
Oh, don't be such a baby. I left you more than enough for next time.
Okay, next one. Oh, the champion.
Me?
So let's try.
So, are we gonna fight or not?
You better believe it. But we have to bet first, right? Let's make this interesting.
The bet sounds
Also
good.
10? Are you
You are?
serious?
That's what I like to see. Fight! I'll knock your whiskers. Go fuck yourself.
That's it. I guess I can't use the Master Strike because I didn't learn it yet. And somewhere I should learn it. Or something like that. I don't know.
Dorothy was right. I should let the others do the fighting now.
Good fight. Thanks.
You're welcome, lad. You beat me fair and square. But if you want to practice anything or learn something else, come and see me. I'm certain Dorothy wouldn't mind that. Here you go. It's all yours. And from now on, I'm going to make a living through boring but honest work. Don't forget to go and see Lawrence. He has a nice reward waiting for the winner.
Nice.
I'd like to learn something.
What is this about?
There's nothing interesting here, so we're not going to spend time here. Let's get our reward. And we're most likely done.
How can I help you, sir?
I defeated all my opponents.
I noticed, and I couldn't believe my own eyes. I thought Fiala would send you home crying. But you certainly deserve to win anyway.
Thanks.
By the way, if you enjoy fighting, go and see Crazel the miller in Lower Semine. Maybe he'd let you try your strength against some of his hired hands.
Maybe I will, if I'm ever in the area.
Okay. And it's done. Great. So we're not going to the miller for now. Do this task. This is all with rams. Let's get it real quick. And after that, we will go straight to the main story line. Recover. Let's go. Near the salmon. Let's travel.
Go!
I'm just curious if I'm going to receive some reward after I'm going to help all the farmers. Here you are. Let's help this guy.
May God give you health.
The other shepherd said you might need some help. Did you lose a sheep or something?
Aye, I did. It used to be a sheep would wander off and get lost in the woods sometimes, but now it's different. Now, several of them get lost all at once, and I never find them again. The last time was a few days ago.
Do you think wolves are behind it?
Well, that's what's so mysterious. I never found no wolf tracks.
I find it strange they just disappear.
You're not the only one. I found a pool of blood and a sheep's ear nearby, but no sign of the animals. It's almost like someone ate them whole, only they didn't like that ear.
Oh, I'm a bit of an expert when it comes to finding lost sheep. I can help you.
Well, that'd be bloody nice of you. I can't
I'm a
even get
master in
wink of
these types
sleep
of
over it.
questions.
Where can I find that place with the blood?
Not far from here, over by the crossroads. Just please be careful. It could be a werewolf.
That wouldn't be good. I'm no monster slayer.
If it is a werewolf, just turn tail and come back. We'll get a group of fellas together and go and sort it out. Pitchforks, torches, holy water and all that. I just don't want to cause a panic before we know what we're dealing with.
So you're
Is
sending
it the
me
time
in
for the
today?
Witcher?
You look like someone who doesn't scare easy and knows how to fight, unlike me. I reckon you can handle it.
All right then. But what if it turns out they're just ordinary wolves?
Then you can bring me their ears, and I'll reward you. See you later, my friend.
Great. Let's go. Let's make it done. Let's prepare our crossbow. We are already masters. Okay. Where the hell is this? Where is it? Ah, somewhere here. Okay.
A broken arrow. Could it be our werewolf hunts sheep with a bow? Wonder if Mutt would be able to track him down.
Matt, I need your help.
Here, Mutt. Search.
Let's go, boy.
Get out of here.
That's it? He's sleeping.
You fucked up now, arsehole. Alert!
Yo,
Alert!
are you serious?
That weapon won't help you, bastard. Alert! Ah!
One else?
Come take us out, have you? Not today. No, I'm done with this.
Ah, you're an archer. Okay. I think that's it.
Ah, this must be Nathan's stolen sheep. This was no werewolf. Just some ordinary bandits.
Yeah, but we're done here. And that's it.
You want to so you have a weapon. Big deal.
Sorry, I forgot about it. Let's
That's
talk.
right.
Chill. Chill.
Well, I solved the mystery. I found the sheep.
Really? Don't keep me in suspense. Tell me what happened.
There were some bandits camping in the forest. Ordinary men. No werewolves.
Bloody hell. Why didn't I think of that? What did you do with them? I hope they'll leave me alone now.
I just wanted to talk, but they wouldn't listen to reason. So I cut them down.
Christ almighty. Slaughtering folks over a few sheep. Though I reckon if I lost any more sheep, then folks from the village would kill me.
Well, they could have just left. Or stopped stealing.
Aye, I suppose you're right. You deserve a reward anyway. Here it is. Enjoy it in good health.
Thanks.
Oh, and if you want to sell those ears to someone, the hunter will buy them. See you later, my friend.
I know, I know. Okay, finally, we are done with all these farmers. I didn't get any new task from this one dude, so yes, we are done. And now, finally, we are ready to start with the main story freaking line. What the hell? No. Nice. Just look at this. Oh my freaking god, that's so much stuff, and they are all expensive. They're all quite expensive. So yeah, I have just huge amount of money here. Let's go. Main story line.
So, job done. The cart was found and driven to Lord Semin's courtyard.
Whew. That's a relief. And what happened to that pair of idiots?
It turned out they tried to rob you.
Oh. They did they?
Aye. They plotted with some robber baron called Gules and brought the cart to him.
The bastards. I should have realized they were a bit too keen on work. And how did you get the cart back?
Well, I went to ask at Semin, like you wanted. Lord Semin and his captain went off to track down the cart, and they found it in the end.
I hope you offered your help.
I offered. But after that, I went to farm some money. So...
Of course. It wouldn't have looked good otherwise.
For sure. But what about them pair?
They hanged Venser and kept Franzi as a hand. Seems like he was innocent.
God's nails, I don't know. That Franzi had a sneaky look about him. I'd be very surprised if he wasn't in on it from the start.
I think they'd have knocked the truth out of him.
Anyway, the main thing is the cart turned up. I'd be in a right mess if it didn't.
No doubt.
And you've earned a reward for your trouble. I've got just the thing for you. Some mercenary once had his cuirass repaired here, but never came back for it. Who knows what happened to him? So now it's yours. It's been through a bit, but it'll still serve for a while.
Thanks. It'll come in handy. And have you got another job for me?
Young Lord Semin's wedding is coming up, and it's got my head spinning. Look, you must have seen Agnes, the bailiff's daughter, when you were in Truskovitz. What do you think of her?
Well, young Semin is marrying her, isn't he? Why would I have my eye on her?
Don't pretend. A statue of a saint would have his eye on her. Looks ain't everything, though. She's got such a sharp tongue on her. I almost feel sorry for young Semin. And how about you, lad? Have you got some lass waiting in Sasau?
Yeah. And I hope she'll wait. Her name's Teresa. Her uncle owns a mill on the river in Ratai.
A girl from the mill? You want to watch out for them types. You might get caught up in devilry, lad. A wedding's a serious business. You're not just getting a bride, but a whole family. So you have to show them you're a man who's worth it. All the more so when you're noble-born. Old Semin wants a special sword forged for his son's wedding present.
Excellent. So what are we waiting for? Should we get to work?
Hold your horses. It can't be any old steel. This has to be a first-class job.
A blade of first-class steel.
That's right. And that's
I
just
have even better.
I see. We don't have any welded steel for that kind of sword, do we?
God's nails. You really know your stuff, youngster. And you're right. We don't have the steel for a strong sword that won't break.
I'd like to know where you're going to get your hands on some welded steel.
Relax, lad. I've got it all figured out, as it happens. There's this old hermit called Ambrose, living in Apollonia.
And he can pray for us?
God's nails, let me finish talking. The word is, he was fighting heathens years ago in faraway Andalusia, and folks say they saw this interesting broken sword in his hut. From the description, it seems our peculiar hermit has a real Toledo blade.
Welded Spanish steel? There's nothing better for a sword.
See now? You do understand. But there's a catch.
Naturally.
They say
have
that
such
Ambrose
steel.
the Hermit has changed a lot recently. People from far and wide used to go to him for remedies and blessings. But now he won't see no one. I even heard he made a pact with the devil. And there have been other strange goings-on.
What strange goings on?
I heard something in the tavern about some apparition. but that's all I know.
Where can I find the Hermit?
Do I look like someone who goes to a hermit for advice? I know he has a hut somewhere in Apollonia, but you'll have to ask the Truskovitz womenfolk if you want to know more.
With the devil? Why would the Hermit make a pact with the devil?
No idea. It might just be old wives' tales.
Right. I'll try to find out more about the Hermit's sword. But in return, you'll get me invited to Semin's wedding.
If it means so much to you, why not? Come and see Betty from the Truskovitz Tavern. She knows all the gossip. She'll definitely tell you more about the Hermit. But Henry, if there's any truth in that pact with the devil, don't get caught up in it. The best sword in the world isn't worth eternal damnation.
That's just a story tale. Nothing scares me. Do you have some money? Let me know. Let's find out about this hermit.
I'll have a jug of...
Welcome, sir. What can I do for you?
I need some advice.
You want some advice? Here's some for free. I catch you fighting here again, and I'll spank your bare ass like a brat. Down to business. I don't have all day for you, so what do you want?
I promised Radovan the blacksmith I'd go and see Ambrose the Hermit in Apollonia.
My God, lad, stay away from them rocks. Ambrose the Hermit sold his soul to the devil and won't talk to nobody no more.
Yeah, I heard that as well. But it seems a bit far-fetched.
So why would an evil spirit suddenly start appearing near Apollonia? It's the devil's work, believe you me.
And has anyone sent to the castle for the priest?
Not at all. Bailiff Thrush is keeping it quiet so far. 4 strangers came here yesterday. They sat in the corner there, but once they heard about the apparition, they started to take a big interest.
What strangers?
They looked like monks, only they had daggers concealed under their robes. I saw them clearly. I'm telling you, there's something fishy going on around Ambrose.
But I have to speak to him.
Didn't you hear what I said? He doesn't speak to nobody. He hides away in his hut and sends everyone away. I'd think long and hard before doing anything if I was you. Because this reeks of hell.
Rain. Just what we needed.
Familiar location. Oh my god. Not again.
I'm always glad to see polite people like you.
What do you need, my friend?
What happened to Ambrose the Hermit?
Mother of God, deliver us from evil.
I hear Ambrose the Hermit has some old sword.
Aye, we used to have it hanging on the wall in his hut, but then he took it down. He might have sold it.
I hear the devil was seen here.
God above, we'll give over with that.
Really? That's it? How am I supposed to get more information? They're not telling me anything. Nobody's telling me anything.
God be with you.
There's something else I need to know about this hermit.
Ask then if you must.
What do you know about this apparition?
Stanislav, the herds boy. He comes running into the village that night, all terrified, saying he'd seen a rider from hell in Apollonia. And the very next night, it appeared in the rocks below the road to Tahov. There's this conciliatory stone cross there, And the next day, it was at a funny angle. There's some devilry in it for sure.
And it was the herdsboy who saw it by the cross, or someone else?
The apothecary's wife, Gerda. Ask her yourself. She's not been herself ever since, poor woman.
Where can I find the herdsboy?
Stanislav has a sheep pen in the meadow beyond the Troskovitz graveyard, right above the big crossroads outside Apollonia.
How do I get to the Hermit?
You're asking for trouble, lad. But all right, if you insist, you go through Apollonia, along the path below the rocks, till you reach the point where it crosses the stream. And from there, you take the path uphill to the left, leading into the rocks.
Who's this Hermit fella, anyway?
No one knows. He settled in the rocks a few years back. Folk used to go to him for various healing ointments or advice.
And what has he got to do with this apparition?
Well, he was at death's door recently, bedridden, and then suddenly he's got his health back. Just like that. And he's like a different man since then. He sends everyone who goes to see him packing. Mark my words. He sold his soul to the devil to get better. And the devil sometimes comes here on the prowl for unwary souls.
Where did these peculiar monks come from?
Hard to say, but they rode in on well-fed horses.
Monks on horseback? That's definitely odd.
Well, Bashka the Butcher says they came from the bishop about that diabolical apparition. In short, the Inquisition.
Inquisition. Okay. Sounds serious. So we have... Oh my god, we have quite a few of them to talk about. Okay, let's start from apothecary. Then we're going to maybe investigate something. Is that you?
God be with you, sir.
I'd like to ask you about something.
No, I don't want to talk about it anymore. Go away, please.
You're too nervous.
Easy now, Gerda. There's nothing to be afraid of. We'll get to the bottom of this mystery together.
Really? You're not going to laugh at me like all the others?
I believe you really did see something. But I want to know what it really was.
So, what do you want me to tell you?
Relax, Gerda. Have a think, and then tell me what happened with the apparition.
It
Like a
was
psychologist.
the day before yesterday. I was picking marshmallow roots above the rocks. It grows by the cross there, near the big dry tree not far from the road to Tahoe. I didn't get home till after dark when I suddenly realized I didn't have my knife.
So you went back to the cross?
God have mercy. He hopped up right out of the ground in front of me. He was all in black and he was grinding his teeth. I started to scream. There was something glinting in the dark and this clanking sound, and I just turned and scarpered.
That's all?
At one point I turned around and I saw a dark shadow darting across the field. Proper flying along it was, like the devil, and heading straight to Apollonia.
What's this place where you saw the apparition?
It's a conciliatory cross, erected in the memory of some innocent's death. They say some years ago, a young fella killed himself on account of an unhappy love affair. He jumped from a cliff.
And the day after you saw the apparition, the cross was at an angle?
Aye, all askew. Everyone here saw it. I didn't go back. I can't.
Don't worry, Gerda. Nobody's gonna make fun of you anymore. I'll find out what it was all about and what you really saw there.
What do you think happened?
I don't know yet, but you needn't fear. Everything will get cleared up soon.
Thank you. By all the saints, thank you. But please, come and tell me how it turned out. I'll make it worth your while.
Why are you barking? Do you want some eat?
Look what I have for you.
Take it. Yes, over there.
Gerda really did see something. That cross hides a secret. The conciliatory cross. An old memorial to some unfortunate event. This is where Gerda saw the apparition. We'll need a spade for this.
Going to be dirty again.
Fresh soil. Someone was digging here recently. It doesn't look like an apparition, Gerda. He didn't take either the coin or the books. So it wasn't a thief. It must
Okay, let's read.
be something else he was after. You know, something that should interest you. I know who started the fire and why. They want the Grandmaster removed too. Meet me tonight at the appointed place. The Dominicans from the Inquisition suspect me, and the bishop won't help us anymore. Don't trust anyone. Interesting. I hear some wolves. Guys, I am reading the book. Sick!
Nice one. Next one. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Who else? Nobody? Okay.
Greetings to you.
What happened to Ambrose the Hermit?
He's at death's door with some ailment, and there's a peculiar talk about him. They say he made a pact with hell.
I hear Ambrose the Hermit has some old sword.
A few folks saw it at his place some years ago, but then it disappeared. Maybe he sold it, or chucked it out.
All the
I was
same.
told Stanislav the herdsboy saw the devil in the rocks.
God in heaven save us. It happened a few days ago. He saw him with his own 2 eyes.
What do you know about the apparition at the cross?
It's all God's holy truth. Gerda from the apothecaries saw the devil there. See you later,
Okay.
my friend.
Somewhere near here. Here you go. I know you. I helped you already.
I hear you saw some diabolical apparition. Is that true?
Ah,
With the
you're
ram.
that wolf hunter, Henry, aren't you?
Yeah. This time I need something from you. What about that apparition? Tell me.
Why'd you
It
want
was
to know?
smart to help him.
Forget that shit, pal. It reeks of fire and brimstone.
I know how to deal with evil spirits. I know a spell. Want to learn it?
Of course!
Say after me. Vade retro satana.
Vade retro satana.
Vade retro satana. Remember that. You just have to say it, and you'll drive away the devil.
My God, what a spell! It's clear you know your stuff. What did you want to know?
What exactly did you see that night at the crossroads?
A diabolical apparition. A black rider on a black horse flew into Apollonia. His eyes glowed, and his horse was black as charcoal. He turned this way and that a couple of times at the crossroads, and then darted off into the rocks.
My
To
God.
the Hermit's place, I'm sure.
He turned this way and that. That's strange. Would the devil not know the way?
I'm telling the truth. Gerda from the apothecary saw him too.
But the hermit helps people though, doesn't he?
Aye, he did. Only now they're saying he was at death's door and sold his soul to the devil. And that was the horseman.
I believe it's something related to
Why would the
Inquisition,
old man have
actually.
sold his soul to the devil and then kept living as a pauper in his hut?
Who knows what's going on in them rocks? Some devilish trickery for sure. Farewell, sir.
Okay, thank you. Where's my horse? It always appears somewhere from behind, like by some magic. What is it? I need to explore first and then find the hermit. Okay. You know what?
And the trail leads into the rocks.
I have actually a feeling that this might be the location. What the fuck is this shit? Are you alive? That I might find the sword. I broke my horse. That I might find the sword in the second location. Somewhere near the hermit, exactly. Let's try to figure this out with it. I see something. Oh.
Huh. A horse? What's it doing here in the woods? I should take a closer look.
I can jump over here. Yeah. So, you're telling me to get there somehow from side? Yeah. Or here. Nice.
A beautiful horse. Black as charcoal. The herds boy wasn't lying. And you don't smell of brimstone. You're just an ordinary horse. Someone really did come to see the Hermit. But it wasn't the devil.
Oh, no. Oh my god. Get out of here. Come on. Okay, now. I guess I found everything about him. Now I need to go to him directly.
This is the place the innkeeper was talking about. The Hermit lives somewhere up here.
Where is he? I can find him. Oh. Barking. What the hell are you doing, dog? What's the time is it? Ah, it's night, okay. I guess I have to wait for him to wake up. Yeah, I don't mind. Nothing special. I'll wait a bit. Here it is. Hello.
God be with you, Hermit.
I don't have time for you. Go away.
Folk in the village are saying you've made a miraculous recovery. And since then, you won't let anyone near you. What happened?
Nothing happened. I just can't stand all these people coming here and disturbing me. Can't I have a moment's peace?
Judging by what I've heard about you, you're a bit fishy, Hermit.
What do you mean?
Well, there's a lot of talk about you in the village. They say you've made a pact with the devil, and are summoning demons from hell.
Old wives' tales. What do I care about such nonsense?
Well, but supposing it isn't nonsense?
Of course it is.
The apparition was seen by the conciliatory cross at night.
Old wives' tales.
I went to take a look, and it really is askew. But it wasn't magic that Hellspawn was wielding. It was a shovel. There was a hiding place beneath the cross. And the man digging there at night didn't have time to put the cross back in the right position.
By all the saints! So someone was digging there. What has that to do with me?
There was a brand new cloak of the Knights of the Cross in the hiding place. It's clear that the man doing the digging hid it there, maybe to cover up who he really is. And what he's planning.
I still don't know what you want from me. What have I got to do with some cloak?
The man who took things from the hiding place can't have been some chance thief, because he left a purse full of coin there.
So keep the groschen, lad, and stop pestering me. It's nothing to do with me.
I found some pretty interesting documents of the Order.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I reckon you do, Ambrose. According to one of the documents, you were appointed Seneschal of the Knights of the Cross with the Red Star. Or are you going to tell me it was some other Ambrose?
I'm not going to tell you anything. I don't know anything about any documents.
A few nights ago, a herdsboy saw a black horseman ride into Apollonia. He thought it was an apparition, but I think a demon would have known the road to Apollonia and wouldn't have spun round and round at the crossroads like a top.
Why are you telling me this?
Because I found a black horse stabled in a pen here. In the woods below the rocks. A well-fed, healthy horse. Black as charcoal. The man who rode on it wasn't an apparition. Or the devil.
Why are you telling me all this? For God's sake! Stop this nonsense right now.
That's enough. I think there are enough fishy things going on around you for me to tell the bailiff. But you're in luck. All I'm after is that broken sword. So, come clean.
You're wide of the mark. But in the end, maybe you could help me.
What do you want help with, Ambrose?
I'm not Ambrose. He died some time ago. I am Conrad, Knight of the Cross with the Red Star.
What are you doing in the Hermit's hut, then?
In Prague, I got into a serious dispute. Ambrose was the only person who could help me. That's why I came to see him.
I'm guessing that the diabolical horseman scaring people round these parts was you.
That was not my intention, believe me.
Ambrose is dead, you say? How did it happen?
He was an old man. Unfortunately, he was already at death's door when I found him.
And you had nothing to do with his death?
Of course not. Ambrose was my friend. I'd known him for 20 years. He was a good member of the Order, and an outstanding teacher.
Okay.
Ambrose was a member of your order?
More than a member. He was the Seneschal, second in rank only to the Grand Master. He served the Order for many years before getting into a dispute with the Prague chapter and the Inquisition. Then he had to disappear. I was the only one to know where to look for him. But I came too late. All he managed to tell me was his last wish.
You scared the life out of Gerda from Troskovitz that night. What were you doing there?
Ambrose had a hiding place beneath the cross where he kept things from his past.
I found some documents there from the Knights of the Cross. But Ambrose clearly wasn't interested in them. So what did he send you to get?
He sensed that death was coming for him. He wanted me to help settle his affairs. And he also longed to hold his old sword in his hands one last time. I went to his hiding place that very night. But by the time I got back, Ambrose was dead. I put the blade on his grave, in place of a cross.
So the sword is on Ambrose's grave. Will you tell me where I can find it?
You want to disturb his rest?
I just want the sword, that's all. It's no use to him now.
All right. I'll tell you where his grave is, if you fulfill Ambrose's last wish instead of me. I can't do it.
All right. What am I supposed to do?
Listen carefully, then. There's an old widow called Margaret living in the village. Take this cross to her, and say to her exactly these words. Margaret, Ambrose forgives you, but his brother must get what is rightfully his.
Margaret, Ambrose forgives you, but his brother must get what is rightfully his.
That's right.
I hope she'll know what this is about.
Don't worry, she will. Give her the cross, and I'll tell you where you can find the sword. Benedictio Domini sit tecum.
Peace. Course from behind. There's someone inside here. Someone here? Can I walk?
I apologize. Good day. What would you like?
This might seem strange, but I'm supposed to give you this.
A cross? Mother of God. What is the meaning of this?
Margaret, Ambrose forgives you, but his brother must get what he deserves.
Ambrose? The Hermit?
It was his wish that I give you the cross and the message. He said you'd know what it's about.
Oh my God! By all that's holy, it couldn't possibly be him. All those years, I'd lost hope. I never forgave myself. I committed a mortal sin.
Well, I don't know what you did. This is supposed to be your absolution.
No, there's no absolution. Not yet. You said it yourself. Not until Ambrose's brother gets what he deserves. The bones. They still lie there outside the wall. Help me. His soul must find peace.
All right. I'll help you. But you'll have to tell me more.
Thank you, lad. Thank you. But not here. We must go to the graveyard. That's where my curse lies.
Let's go then. There's no time to waste.
Here it is.
What does the graveyard have to do with absolution?
Hold on. Not so fast. I'll tell you everything. First, tell me, are you afraid of the dead?
No.
It's the living I'm more afraid of than the dead.
One should fear the dead. But in the end, it's probably a good thing that you have no fear. You see, one poor soul is waiting for redemption. For years and years.
Ah, I get it now. Ambrose's brother has to get what he deserves. This is about the soul of Ambrose's brother.
His name was Yun. He lies outside the graveyard wall, buried without rites. He's been there for 30 years.
Why doesn't he have a proper grave?
Because suicides can't enter the kingdom of heaven. They have to be buried outside the walls, like the unclean. The worst thing about it is that Yun didn't kill himself. He didn't deserve such a dishonorable burial, and it's my fault. I said nothing.
What happened to him?
The memories are painful. We were childhood friends, and Yun loved me. Only, I chose his friend Vashek over him. He couldn't get over the rejection. So he lay in wait for Vashek one evening.
And Vashek killed him?
It was an accident. They quarrelled. Jan drew his sword first, and Vashek had to defend himself. Apparently, they got close to the cliff edge while they were fighting, and Jan fell. When they found his body at the bottom of the cliff, people thought he'd killed himself. The only one who didn't believe it was Jan's brother.
Did you see it? Were you there?
No, but I believed my Vashek. He would never have lied to me. It pained him till the day he died, and he lived in fear of Jan's brother creeping up behind him one day and taking his revenge. In the end, that fear ate him up from inside.
Why didn't Ambrose avenge his brother Jan's death? He must have realised that you two were involved in it.
He went away to Prague and joined an order of knights. He didn't want revenge, most likely. He let us live in peace.
But then he came back and became a hermit in Apollonia. It never occurred to you that it was him?
No. His name was Adam before, but he changed it to Ambrose. Besides, he got old, and I don't go to the cliffs much.
Ah, the conciliatory cross where they saw the apparition. That's to commemorate Jan.
His brother Ambrose had it built there. And those diabolical apparitions. It's my fault for saying nothing. God is punishing me for my sins.
Nonsense. God wouldn't use a diabolical apparition to scare you, would he? And what's more, Ambrose forgave you, didn't he?
Only on the condition that Jan's bones will be laid to rest in consecrated ground. Help me lay him to rest in a proper grave, please.
But without telling the priest and gravedigger. Isn't that sacrilege?
That's the only way we can put right a terrible mistake. Jan didn't kill himself.
All right. We'll give him a proper burial. Jan's soul has the right to eternal rest.
Thank you. The Lord will pay you back 100-fold. There's a rose bush outside the graveyard wall. You'll find his bones beneath it. Please bury him beside my Vashek. Here, beneath the pine tree. In that way they'll be reconciled at least in death. Then place Ambrose's cross on his grave to bless their reconciliation.
Some more digging. Oh my god. Okay. Where am I supposed to dig the hole? Rob the grave? Are you joking?
I'll need to get a spade first.
Okay. Jeez, man, I should go outside, all over the place. Where is he? What do you mean? Okay. Goes beneath the flowers. Digging, digging, digging hole. Hello there, man. Let's go put you somewhere in a better place. What the hell am I doing here? Jesus Christ, man. I'm apologizing for this. Real quick. Is it done?
Your journey ends here, Jan. I don't know what you have on your conscience. But rest in peace. I don't know much about prayer in these situations, but...
For real.
Our Father, there are many sinners in this world, but in the end, we all face your judgment for what we should have done, but lacked the courage to do. So forgive me this little sacrilege. You know better than anyone that it was the right thing to do. Thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven, and deliver us from evil. Amen.
Amen.
Ambrose's brother Jan got what he deserved, just as the Hermit wanted.
I saw that. May his soul find peace at last.
And yours too, Margaret.
30 years. I thought about it every day.
It's all right now. You did the right thing. Everything else is beyond the law of man.
I'd like to reward you somehow.
I expect you wouldn't want anyone to hear about all this, right?
Well, if you... Will you keep it to yourself?
All right. I'll accept the coin, and that'll be the end of it.
Thank you again for your help. God be with you, Henry. Farewell. And maybe wash up a bit, so you don't scare people.
We finished it right on time. Okay, I guess I need to wash myself a little bit. And we're ready to go back. And I need to sleep also. The worst thing is going to be if something happened to him. I knew
Hey,
it.
listen, we need help.
Who are you? And who do you serve?
We are Knights of the Cross with the Red Star, good brothers in Christ. I'll explain everything, but there's no time now. We have to act fast. Our brother Glesgan is dying. The crazy fool shot him. Help us.
Mother of God.
All right, we'll have a quiet talk. What happened?
If you're going to see the Hermit, be warned. The man in the hut is just pretending to be the Hermit. His name is Conrad, and he's a fraud and a murderer. The Inquisition paid him to murder our Grandmaster Zdeněk in Prague. Fortunately, God did not let him carry out the crime. But 2 of our brothers were killed by Conrad when they tried to detain him.
And I see a third one will soon join them.
He was just about to flee from here as well. We took him by surprise, but he had time to grab that damned crossbow and shoot Glesgan. By the Virgin Mary, help us. We have to catch him.
Why should I get mixed up in it?
I'll pay you. We just need to distract Conrad's attention. That's all. Otherwise, we won't have a chance against his crossbow in that gorge.
Did Conrad really want to flee?
Yes. We stopped him at the last moment. He almost got away, but we surrounded him.
You're a knight of an order?
Yes. I am Brother Arnold, a Knight of the Cross with the Red Star. And these are Brothers Sibald and Nicholas. You are too late to make the acquaintance of Brother Glesgan, I'm afraid. We take care of the sick in infirmaries throughout the land. But we can't help our brother. You have to help us, while there's still time.
That swine tried to deceive me. He mustn't get away.
God, thank you. Try to get close unseen, and set fire to the haystack on the right-hand side of the yard. Then his crossbow will be useless. But do it quickly, before he gets away.
Mata Dei, ora pro nobis, peccatoribus,
Look at me.
nunc et in hora mortis nostrae.
This is very bad.
Hey, stop right there. Halt, or I'll shoot.
Wait, Conrad! It's me, Henry!
Don't move a muscle, I mean it.
I don't know what's going on here. I just want to talk with you in peace.
I understand, but there's no time for talk now.
What's going on here?
I don't want to kill you. Go away.
I can help you. Let's talk.
All right, but make it quick, and no sudden movements. Agnosco fortunam Carthaginus. What do you want?
You wanted to run off and break our agreement.
And what is it you want to hear from me?
Why do they want to kill you?
Why? They want to silence me. I had proof of our Grandmaster's Denyek's treachery. But they are blind. They refuse to believe me.
What about the murders? Did you really kill 2 brothers of the Order?
I had to defend myself. I'd be dead if I hadn't killed them.
Where can I find Ambrose's broken sword?
It's not far. At the edge of the meadow up there are 2 entangled birch trees. There's a grave beneath them, and the sword is on the grave.
That's all I need to know.
There's no time to go into it. Sorry, young man. You got mixed up in a game of high stakes, and there's no way back.
You know, he gave me everything, all the truth. I don't know who are those guys. I have no idea. I have a feeling that this one dude, he's still a good man. That's why I'm going to help him. Let's
In that
freaking
case,
go.
we'll play that game out together. Just let them come.
Thank you, friend. Benedictio Domini sit tecum. Nothing is how
Let's
you
get
think,
it
Arthur.
done.
They deceived you!
Next one.
Stick you like the pig you are.
And the last one.
Watch out! He's trying to trick! Lace him up!
You'll never beat me, you swine!
Damn it. What was that all about?
I think I owe you an explanation. Yeah, you're right. Let's hear it then. And what is it you want to hear from me?
Why were they trying to kill you?
I had proof that our Grand Master's Denyak had betrayed the Order and was conspiring with the Prague chapter. But it was turned against me. Damned Inquisition. First they chased out Ambrose, and now me.
That's all I need to know.
And that's an end to it. This is in return for your silence.
Thank you. I won't say a word. Don't worry.
Farewell, friend. Go with God. Benedictio Domini sit tecum.
Yeah, it's a nice helmet, I should say. Okay. It's my turn to wash myself. Oh my god. What a fight. And I have, right now, some better gear available, I guess. Okay, so now let's go and find the grave and finally we will get our freaking sword. My god, what sword was that? He actually had some kind of good stuff, I guess. Yeah. But okay, I'm not that greedy. I'm going... It should be somewhere here.
Where's the hermit's grave? It ought to be somewhere around here.
I guess here it is.
There's nothing more here. Sorry, Ambrose. Rest in peace. Now that's what I call steel. It may be broken, but there's hardly a trace of rust.
Now let's go back to the blacksmith. Finally, we're done with the task. That was a story. I need to take a bath once again.
Good Lord, what did you roll around in?
My, what'll it be?
I need to take a load off.
Aye, I can smell it from here.
Thank you. Oh my goodness.
I need my wounds treated and my clothes washed. And then I'll have a hot bath.
Great, but it'll cost you.
I'll gladly pay you.
All right then, let's get to it. Follow me.
Christ, those wounds! You lead a dangerous life, sir. Be careful out there. It'd be a shame if something happened to you.
And now we are ready to go back, finally. Refreshed, recovered, everything is great, clean, and so on. Perfect service. Here we go. I am back.
God bless.
First of all, I need to trade with you a little bit. I need.
So I'm back, Master Blacksmith.
Excellent. How did it go with the Hermit?
He's dead.
What? Did you?
No, not me. It just got a bit complicated. Anyway, it turns out old Ambrose really used to be a knight, and this really is Toledo steel. You were right, Blacksmith.
God's nails. That's quite something.
First class welded steel. Ambrose must have broken the sword himself, deliberately. It wouldn't have just happened in battle.
That's exactly what we need. See now, youngster. My clever plan worked out nicely in the end.
Right. Well, thank you very much for your, clever plan.
You haven't disappointed me yet, lad. So I'm sure forging an exceptional sword won't be a problem for you either.
Wait, I thought you wanted to do it yourself. I'm just your assistant, after all.
Not at all. I trust you. One day you'll become a master. That is, unless
Ready.
you lose your head first.
Some unstoppable fun with blacksmithing. Let's go.
Over the edge, feel like I'm floating through the air. The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless.
Christ, what a day. What can I do for you?
I've got something for you, Blacksmith.
God's nails, you weren't bullshitting.
I'd say it looks pretty much like a sword, eh?
Looks like. This is a damned fine piece of steel. Damned fine.
Thanks. I was glad to help, but now there's something I need from you.
I'll pay you, of course. And if you want to do some smithing, I won't throw you out of my forge either.
No, you know full well what I need. I have to get to Samin's wedding.
Why is it so important for you? It'll just be a lot of people stuffing their faces. You can find that anywhere.
I have my reasons, and you don't need to know them.
God's nails, lad. You're full of mysteries. But whatever, that's your business. I don't mind taking you to the wedding. Nothing to it. We can set off once you're ready.